Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about what is most likely to come about for you next. I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Please choose whichever group you're most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number 1. So let's see here, group number 1. What is coming up next for you? Let's see here. Okay, let's see what else we get with this little deck of cards. Group number 1, what is coming up next for you? Okay. Let's see here, group number 1. What's coming up next for you? I do feel that there's going to be an opportunity that presents itself to you. I do feel that this is an opportunity that you would be best to act on when it does present itself to you. And of course, this is your life. Do what resonates with you. But to what's coming through with the cards, it's a feeling that this opportunity that I feel is going to present itself to you, it's not to say that if you are not to act on it immediately that you can never have it. It's just a feeling that everything kind of just falls into place in a very effortless type of way, where I feel that it may be more challenging if you are to wait and to try to go about that opportunity later on down the line. Another message coming through here as well is that you may be linked and connected to someone that's not really happy for you for this new opportunity, is what I'm getting. Okay, there could be someone that you're linked and connected to that's trying to kind of rain on your parade, is what I'm getting. Okay, they may approach you with a moody type of energy, or it's just this type of vibe where I feel like someone's not being very supportive and encouraging of what another person has going on. And I do feel that this opportunity is something that I do feel you're going to be very attracted to this opportunity, whether this is a connection with another person, some other random thing. It just feels that it's something that resonates with you. This could be something that you're very passionate about. I just feel like there's something about this opportunity that you're going to feel like it's meant for you. Something like that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Okay, what is coming up next for group number 1? Okay, there's a conflicted type of energy coming through here. Okay, so it could be that with this opportunity coming about into your world, I can't help but feel that the conflicting feeling is most likely going to be linked and connected to whoever this other person is. I'm feeling is the case. I'm not sure if you're going to be feeling torn between your head and your heart. But again, it feels like this is linked to another person though, because I have a feeling that if you knew that you could just go about things in whatever way that you want, where you don't have to worry about how it's affecting another person, I think you would jump on this opportunity immediately, is how it's feeling. But again, I feel that there seems to be some type of conflict linked and connected to it though. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next for group number 1? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this opportunity that's coming about for you, group number 1, it feels like it carries a lot of weight to it, is what I'm getting. I feel that this opportunity, it may take you down a completely different path than what you ever thought you would go down, or that it drastically changes the outcome of something. I feel like there's something going on here that it just feels like crucial hidden information that I feel is being kept hidden, whether this is something like information you're keeping hidden yourself, or if you're linked and connected to someone else to where this message would resonate. But it's a feeling that whatever is going on linked into this message, it feels serious, is what I'm getting. Because it does. It feels that there's a potential for the results of something or the outcome of something to play out differently based on the release of certain information. I don't know, for some of you, this could be picking up on this being your energy, and that whatever this opportunity is, there may be, okay, for some of you, you may be conflicted about maybe sharing this opportunity with other people, like letting other people in on it when it does present itself to you. Because that's what I'm getting with this card here. This is a feeling that, yes, someone has important, crucial information, but that they're not just broadcasting it to anybody willing to listen. Like it's very private, it's secret, it's hidden. It's not something, that it's almost a feeling that someone may feel quite hesitant to release that information, because again, it feels like it has a lot of weight to it, and that it does have the potential to change the outcome of something. Let's see what else we get here. What is coming up next for you? Okay. There could be something coming about here, group number 1, that does have you feeling a bit frustrated. And again, I can't help but link it back into that card there. Or again, this could even just be an underlying level of frustration that you're feeling, because I think there is going to be something, again, about this opportunity that very much allures you in, but it doesn't seem to be without its challenges. I do feel, though, that it's, how to explain it? I do feel that there are going to be ways around the obstacles, though. I don't know, something like that's what I'm getting. Like there's a message coming through here of you, like, don't become so frustrated within your circumstances to where that you feel like you're hitting your head against a brick wall, but that to find some other avenue, right? Some other pathway to go around these obstacles or something like that is what I'm getting. I do feel like there's going to be a way for you to have this opportunity and to be able to go after that. But it does, I don't know, for some of you, I don't know if this is, again, linked and connected to another person that's going to have a resistant type of energy to it. Because I don't feel this is your energy. Let's see what else we get here. What is coming up next for group number 1? What is going on here, group number 1? Yeah, something is going on here that I wonder if you're going to be feeling very torn between your head and your heart when it comes to this opportunity. I wonder, again, like, 'cause there's a lot of serious energy coming through here. So for some of you, I wonder if this is some type of situation where, how do I explain it? This is a bit extreme to kind of word it this way, but for some of you, I don't know if for you to go after what you truly want and desire means it's going to severely affect another person in a negative way. But then if you were to not follow your heart and follow what you want to just make someone else happy, well, now you're left sitting in this energy, right, of just feeling like you lost out on that opportunity. Like something like that is what I'm getting. I don't know, it feels like a difficult decision, but not, it's weird, but not to where it's not coming through in a way to where you're feeling indecisive, like I'm not really sure which way to go. I think you're going to know immediately what you truly want to do, but it's everything else linked and connected to it that then I think has you feeling hesitant. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get here. Okay, what guidance is here for you based on what's coming about next for you? What guidance is here for you based on that? Okay, so what I'm getting with this card here, group number 1, the message coming through for guidance is for you to take a moment and pause, okay? So again, I know was rambling on, right? Oh, jump on it immediately, right? I don't mean within the first 2 seconds, right, of this opportunity being presented to you. But again, the overall message linked into that other card, though, it just talks about that if you're not going to follow that opportunity at all, like if you're going to completely just shut it down, again, it is a feeling that if later on down the line you're like, I think maybe I do want to, kind of see what that's all about. Again, it's not to say you can't have it. It just may be more difficult for you to have everything play out to where the outcome is the same as what it would be if you are to follow it in the beginning stages, basically, is what I'm getting. But there is something coming through here about you very much observing, is what I'm getting. There's a feeling here of you not necessarily taking a hasty action, but that you're observing kind of what's going on. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get. What guidance is here? Okay. There's a need here to tie up any loose ends. There's a feeling here of unfinished business is what I'm getting. Okay. I feel that whatever this is linked and connected to for you, to where you feel that there's a lack of closure, or again, it just feels like, I don't know, something, like there's unfinished business with someone or something. I feel that, again, like loose ends need to be tied up. There's a feeling here of needing to kind of get everything in order. I feel so that you're able to make the best of this opportunity is what I'm getting, right? That you're kind of prepared and ready for it is what's coming through here. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card for just kind of a final message here for group number 1 on what's coming up next for you. Okay. Final messages here. Group number 1. Okay. All right, group number 1. The first step, that's going to be the scariest. Okay. The rest of it, it actually seems to fall into place in an almost effortless type of way. I'm not saying that message in a way to where, hey, you get to just give up after the first step. That's not what I'm saying, but it's a feeling that I almost feel that this first step that needs to be taken, that again, it does feel like that would be the scariest part of this journey. But I also feel that it's not actually going to be as bad as what you are creating it to be in your mind. I feel like someone's blowing something out of proportion. That someone's feeling, kind of hesitant and nervous about taking that first step. But it's not going to be as scary as what you think it is. And again, a feeling that everything else after that, it just seems to be, like I said, that things just kind of fall into place in a more effortless type of way. So those are the messages coming through. But yeah, definitely tie up any loose ends, get closure where you need it. There's just something here about going about things in a way that you're setting yourself up for success for this opportunity, or it's really anything that presents itself to you, that you're in a position to go after it, right? That you're not like, oh, well, I would, but I can't. I have to fuss with this and this and blah, blah, blah. Like there's a feeling here that you want to be ready for it. Okay, something like that is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to go on to group number 2. Okay, group number 2, welcome to the reading. Just going to shuffle these up a little bit and we'll see what type of messages come through for you on what's coming up next. Let's see here, group number 2, what is coming up next for you? Okay, so for what's coming up next for you, group number 2, it's a feeling of you feeling very drawn to someone or something. I feel that there's going to be this very passionate type of connection that you have to someone or something. And it just, I don't know, I just feel like something's kind of lighting this spark within you. Something like that is what I'm getting. For what's coming up next for you, for some of you, you may find that how do I word this? That you may be feeling tempted to go down a different path than basically the one that you're currently on is what I'm getting. But it feels that you don't really know what you're getting yourself into, though, is what I'm getting. It's almost a feeling that you would be in new territory. You're in a new environment, something like that. almost to where you don't really know the next step. It's almost this feeling like you'd have to kind of figure it out as you go along. But there is something about this energy though that, again, I feel you're very attracted to it though. So whether this is a person, just some random opportunity, there's something coming through here that, again, it feels very tempting. It kind of lures you in, but there's also something that seems a bit risky about it as well. Let's see what else comes through. What is coming up next? That jumped out. Let's see here. Okay. Let me see here. The messages I'm getting with this card here, group number 2, for what's coming up next for you, you may feel that there's some, how to explain this, some difficulty when it comes to communication in a particular connection that you have with someone. If that's already present within a connection that you have with someone, this can be talking about getting to the root issue of something, being able to kind of dissect something and to really be able to understand something on a deeper level. Because this card can talk about, like I said, like difficulties with communication, or to where it's a feeling that everyone's talking, no one's listening, right? Or that you're only listening with the intent to respond. Like you're not actually listening to what the person's saying. You're like, okay, yep, hurry up so I can say my bit. You know, it's that type of energy coming through. But I feel that there's a potential to be able to, again, get to the root issue of something so that you're not just skimming over the surface of something, that you get to the root issue of something so that you're not revisiting the same difficulties and challenges within a connection, that the problems are actually getting dealt with. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. What is coming up next for group number 2? Okay. Yeah, something's going on here. Group number 2, where for what's coming up next for you, I'm not sure if, I just feel like something may present itself to you that it feels like a gamble. Again, it feels a little bit risky, but I feel like you're going to be so attracted to this person or the opportunity. But there is a message coming through here about, how do I explain this? Being aware that you're not wasting anything that's like precious or valuable. That's what I get with this card. It's a feeling of energy or like resources draining, something being wasted is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see what else we get here. Group number 2. What is coming up next for you? Okay. Pay attention to signs and symbols that you're getting from the universe, okay? Listen and trust your intuition. I feel that that's nudging you in a particular direction. There's something coming through here about like going down a different path or something like that. But again, there's a potential to feel that you've gone off track though by going down that path. And I'm not like, that's not a set in stone statement. Again, it feels like a gamble. It feels like, okay, yeah, things could go really well, or maybe they're going to go off track, something like that. But I feel that no matter what's going on here, it feels that you do feel called and like guided to take a different action or go about things in a different type of way. I don't know. I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see what else we get here. Okay. What is coming up next for group number 2? For some of you, it was one little card that kind of kicked out. I'm going to keep shuffling and I'll ramble on, but there was a card that kind of kicked out, and it can talk about being in the right place at the right time, to where you end up crossing paths with someone who plays a significant role in your life. And the way that message is coming through, this can be to varying degrees based on different circumstances, but it is a feeling that even if that person was only going to play a significant role for 7 minutes of your life, it's 7 minutes you're going to remember. Maybe this is a forever type of energy or person or anything in between, but it is something to where you'd look back on it and be like, that was kind of crazy how that played out, right? That you just happen, again, to be in the right place at the right time, to where how everything ends up aligning and everything then that comes from that, it just feels significant. Let's see what else we get here. But again, I feel like a lot of that could be linked and connected. Where are we here? To this card here, right? To trust those gut hunches that you get, right? Those intuitive little nudges here and there. To trust that, because I feel that that is trying to help get you on the best path, is what I'm getting. Especially, strong message coming through here is that if you get kind of like a gut hunch or something like that, to switch up your routine in some type of way, or to just go about things just because you feel called to do them, but maybe in that moment you're like, I don't even know why I'm thinking that, or why I feel so called to do this or do that. But again, I feel that it will be linked and connected to other things. It's like a snowball effect, right? So what I'm getting, this is a feeling that, okay, let's say you take the same road to work every day, right? But for some reason, tomorrow morning, you wake up and you're like, you know what? I want to take this other road, right? And there'll be something linked and connected to that, right? That links and connects to something else. And again, it's a feeling that something significant comes because of that. I don't know, or if you feel called to reach out to someone, or again, just to take a particular action, to say or do something that, again, I almost feel that in the moment, again, of you doing that, you don't realize the importance of it or the impact that it's going to have. But I do feel like this is a positive thing though. So just to pay attention to those things. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next for you? Okay. Let's see here, group number 2. For what's coming up next for you, again, everything I was rambling on about, and that's coming through even more so because I feel that whatever the universe is trying to guide you towards, trust me, it's something you want. It's a feeling of, because whatever this thing is, it just feels like it's made for you. Like it's unique and rare, but it's something to where you're going to feel like that it just feels right. That's what I'm getting. And again, for some of you, again, to be trusting your intuition and to let that guide you, because I feel like it's leading you towards exactly what you want. And for some of you, the message coming through here, it's for you to not stop yourself. Don't get in your own way. Don't quit before you begin. Because there's something linked and connected to these cards that for some of you, you may be sitting back thinking, yeah, you know exactly what you want, but you feel that you would never in a million years be able to have it. But what I'm getting with these cards, it's a feeling of the universe being like, no, it's right over there. I'm just trying to, steer you in that direction. Something like that is what I'm getting. But again, there is something else still coming through here, and I can't quite pinpoint it, but it does feel that there is the potential, again, for there to be, like, again, that something precious or valuable is being wasted when that doesn't need to be the case. But again, that could be linked and connected to needing to follow those gut hunches and whatnot, so that you're not going off track based on maybe following this new path, something like that. Because again, it feels that you may be needing to kind of figure it out as you go along. Something like that is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get here. Okay, so this is going to be guidance for you, okay, when it comes to everything that's coming about next for you. What guidance is here for you based on that energy? Okay, all right, I'm going to clarify that one. That can talk about someone who's acting like everything's fine, that they're confident, they're happy, everything's going wonderful in their world, but it's a lie. It's a feeling that they're actually feeling very sad inside. So I'm just going to try to clarify this and see what that's all about. Okay, here we go. Okay, group number 2. The messages that I'm getting with these cards here is, however things play out for you, for what's coming up next for you, if there are any challenges, if things do go off track a little bit or something does not play out to your liking, don't stay sad for too long, because it's a blessing in disguise. Okay? Something, yeah, and that there could be something that comes about that you may actually feel that like that something's ruined, or again, things go off track, or that you feel disappointed by someone or something. But again, don't stay down for too long, because it's a blessing in disguise. Like, you're going to end up with something so much better, is what I'm getting. Yeah, even just with these 2 cards here. And for some of you, I'm picking up for some of you, you may already be sitting in this energy right now. You'll know if that's your story, whether that's your current energy or again something that could be coming about for you. It feels so unnecessary, is what I'm getting as the reader, right? To how I'm reading this energy. It's because it's a feeling that once it all plays out the way that it will, it's almost a feeling like you would be kicking yourself in the butt for spending even 1 second longer being sad or upset about something. Because to how this is going to unfold and to what you're going to gain linked and connected to any challenges that do present themselves to you, or again, like a disappointing situation, it's because of something not playing out originally the way that you wanted it to, is what brings about something even better. You're going to be extremely happy with the outcome of something, is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull one more card. I still feel like there's a little bit more information. Oh, another message coming through as well is don't settle. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So when we go back to this card here, right, if there is a disappointing situation or something like that that presents itself to you and you feel that you need to just sit within that and you're like, okay, well, this is it for me. No, it isn't. Don't settle. This is telling me that there's something even better for you. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the universe is going to align things in a way that, again, you get something better, because for some of you, I almost feel that you would be willing to settle for whatever this is. Let's say this disappointment doesn't come to be, and whatever this is linked and connected to, it's a feeling that for some of you, you'd be kind of happy with it. But the sad message is, it's because you don't really know any different, right? Like, if all you've ever been given is garbage, and then someone gives you a nice piece of garbage, you're gonna be like, oh, I won the lottery. But meanwhile, what I'm getting with this is like, you're going to get something that's so amazing. But again, that's because of not settling for something that's not good enough. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card. Let's see what else we get here. Okay. Yes. Let me see here. Okay, so I have this coming through as well as guidance for you, right? Based on what's coming up next for you. Don't get yourself stuck in an energy where you're comparing yourself to other people or your situation to other people's circumstances, okay? There's a feeling here that, because again, I'm not sure if everyone else sees you in a much different light than you see yourself, or if other people would be able to kind of perceive what you've got going on from a different angle than what you're able to. What I'm getting with this card, it feels that someone isn't feeling good enough. Like, they're feeling less than when they're comparing themselves to other people, but yet everyone then that's eyeballing that person, in some ways they actually feel less than. They don't feel that they measure up. So I don't know, there's just something coming through here about don't hold yourself back. Don't get trapped in this energy of negative thinking, negative self-talk. Don't talk yourself out of something amazing that I feel the universe is trying to present to you. Okay, there's something. That's the message. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have what you want. I can't help but feel for some of you that you hold yourself back. Like you feel that you're not worthy. Something like that's what I'm getting. And I'm here to tell you, no, that's not the case at all. And that you deserve whatever this wonderful thing is. And yeah, to not hold yourself back. Don't compare yourself to other people or to feel that like you're not good enough. You are. And like I said, to how I feel this is coming through, linked and connected to other people see you in a much higher light than you see yourself. So those are the messages coming through there for that group. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, welcome to the reading. Just going to shuffle these up a little bit and we'll see what's coming up next for you. Let's see here. Group number 3, what is coming up next for you? Okay. I'm going to pull another card from here and then I'll get rambling on about the messages. What is coming up next for you? Okay. Let's see here. Group number 3, what is coming up next for you? Okay. Something's coming through here about, I feel that you're going to be taking your power back. There's a feeling here of inner strength that I feel you have about you, or that you'll be kind of sitting in that energy. There's a feeling here of someone, sitting in this energy of being brave and courageous and very determined. And I feel like this is linked and connected to something that's been very painful or difficult or challenging for you to deal with. For some of you, I'm not sure if you've been dealing with a lot of regret linked and connected to something. That's what I'm getting. I just feel, I don't know, like regret or guilt, something like that. But then I feel that there's a lot to do with inner strength though, and with someone being able to look at their situation from a different perspective and to have more patience and compassion for themselves or for other people. This very well could be linked and connected to another person. But I don't know, something like that's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see what else we get. What is coming up next for you? Coming up next for group number 3. Okay. What I'm getting with these cards, the energy coming through here, it feels very intense. But it feels like it's very much an internal thing though, is what I'm getting. I almost feel that like what's coming up next for you, it's a feeling that anyone on the outside viewing you, they might not be able to notice the changes or transformations that's going on within you, is what I'm getting. I feel like someone is doing a lot of inner work. That's what it is, okay? So for some of you, yes, you may be doing a lot of inner work, shadow work, something like that. But again, it just feels like this internal transformation that's going on, to where again, maybe people on the outside wouldn't really be aware of it or be able to notice. But I feel that you're going to be making a lot of improvements when it comes to how you see yourself, how you feel about just your life, all the decisions that you've made, the present point that you're at. Something like that is what I'm getting. let's see what else comes through here. What is coming up next for group number 3? Okay. Let's see here, group number 3. What is coming up next for you? Okay. It does. It feels like a lot to do with inner work, that sort of thing. I feel that for what's coming up next for you, group number 3, it's a feeling of you getting to the root issue of something, getting to the heart of the matter, and that it's a feeling of finally really dealing with and addressing something that I feel it weighs very heavy on you, or that has been or has the potential to kind of bleed into other aspects of your life and to affect it negatively. And I feel that you're in this energy of not wanting, like, I feel like you're in this energy of wanting to be very thorough, right? That, okay, this message is coming through in a very specific way. It might not resonate for everyone, but the type of scenario I'm getting, this is where I feel that someone, I don't know if I want to word it that they're mad at themselves, but that might be the easiest way for me to explain the message. The scenario I'm getting is when someone, where you almost lose patience with yourself because you become so fed up with your own ways. Do you know what I mean? To where you're like, you need to be going about things differently, or like, that what you're doing is not for the highest and greatest good, or that you're doing something that, again, it's not moving you in the right direction, like it's hindering you in some type of way. And I feel that what's coming up next for you, it's a feeling of you being extremely thorough and very honest with yourself. And again, to get to the root issue of things, you're not going to skip over parts anymore. You're not going to just deal with aspects of things that are easy and enjoyable to deal with and ignore everything else, right? And just ignore any red flags or any difficulties, right? Like, there's a feeling here of you actually dealing with whatever the problems are, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get. For some of you, I'm wondering if you've been kind of trapped in this energy where it feels like you've just been going through the motions, right? Is what I'm getting. And I just feel like there's going to be, a major shift in the energy. What is coming up next for group number 3? Yeah, okay, so again, where I said, like, it just feels like you're going through the motions and the energy just feels very blah, that sort of thing. Again, it feels like there's a complete shift in the energy. For what's coming up next for you, I feel like, I feel like you're getting your power back. I feel like something, for some of you, okay, it all depends what your story is. Everyone's different and varying degrees of things, but I have a feeling that for some of you, if you've been dealing with a very difficult situation that has to do with regret, guilt, shame, that sort of thing, that you feel has really been weighing heavy on you, it's been holding you back, you feel horrible about yourself, that sort of thing, again, I feel like this energy is shifting and transforming. I feel that, again, there's something where I feel like someone is fed up with themselves. Someone is just sick and tired of feeling down and not feeling good about themselves and beating themselves up over and over again over a painful or difficult situation or something like that. There's a feeling here that I feel your energy, it's going to have a bit more of an edge to it. Like, there's a feeling here that it's a feeling what you used to tolerate, you're not going to tolerate that anymore, is what I'm getting. And it's a feeling of you focusing more on self-love. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. What guidance is here for you based on what's coming up next? What guidance is here for you? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, group number 3. Guidance for you. Okay, is to be like patient and loving towards yourself, and other people. I do have a feeling this is most likely like a personal thing for you. If this is linked and connected to another person, you'll know that. And the message is still the same, right? To have a very loving, compassionate approach. But there's a strong message coming through here about needing to be patient with yourself, okay? Especially when it comes to what I feel is coming through very heavy with shame, guilt, regret, that sort of thing. Especially if this is something, maybe has been eating away at you for a long time, or maybe it's linked and connected to things to where it's a very complicated or complex type of situation. That to be patient with yourself, right? To not expect to just wake up tomorrow morning and have everything be absolutely perfect and that nothing bothers you at all on any level of anything negative that's ever happened in your life. There is a feeling, though, that I do feel that you are going to reach the outcome that you want, linked and connected to whatever this is for you, okay? There's a message coming through here that I feel for some of you, if you have been struggling, right, with guilt, regret, that sort of thing, a lot of you, I have a feeling that you've been stuck in this energy of feeling that this is the best it's going to get. So how you're feeling right now about it, which isn't great, I'm assuming it's not as bad as what it was maybe that initial moment of it, but that, deep down inside, you're nowhere to where you want to actually be within that energy, right? You feel kind of stuck and trapped within those circumstances. But what I'm getting here is that there is going to be healing. It's a feeling that you would be very surprised at how much you're able to heal and move on from whatever this is linked and connected to. And again, with these cards coming out as they are and the energy linked and connected to them, it's a feeling that I think a lot of you don't think it can get better. For some of you, you may feel that you've said or done something to where too much damage has been done, right? That it can't be healed, it can't be fixed, something like that, but it can. That's what I'm getting. And even if this is only to be taken in a way that's just strictly linked and connected back to your energy, well, ultimately that's what it's all about, right? You have to live with yourself. So something like that is what I'm getting. It does. I feel like what's coming up next for you, group number 3, it's a feeling of you being able to move on from something that just eats away at you inside. This is a feeling of you being able to heal from heartbreak, or again, for you to be able to move on from something that you thought you were going to feel kind of trapped and restricted within that energy basically forever is what I feel the majority of you are thinking and feeling. But again, there's a lot of healing that I feel is wanting to come about here. I'm going to pull one more card. I just feel like there's still a little bit more information. So let's do one more card here. Group number 3. What is coming up next for you? Okay. All right, group number 3. What I'm getting with this card here, this is a feeling of you being in the right place at the right time. So what's coming up next for you, I feel that you are going to be crossing paths with someone that it feels that this person plays a significant role in your life or into how things unfold for you. I do feel that this energy is coming through in a very positive way. This is a feeling, it feels like divine timing. Again, I just feel like, and this may come about in a surprising type of way. Like I feel like you're just living your life, you're just doing your thing. And just kind of out of nowhere, things align in such a way, or you cross paths with someone to where I think in that initial moment, you don't notice the significance of it. You don't notice how important that person's going to be, or the situation, the connection, the opportunity, whatever it is. But yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to be crossing paths with someone that I think is going to help you heal, or that it just feels like this person is meant to be in your life. That's what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 3. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.